Let us do Prarthana and start the session. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Annado Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tat Padam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The only Guru of three religions, Traitatiram originator, sensational writer, Hindu virtue donor, the emperor of spiritual kingdom, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwar. We are learning Traitatiram Bhagavad Gita interpreted by Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwar. Let us pray our Guru to provide the wisdom in a right manner. We learned Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogam chapter last week, so it was ended. Today, let us start learning Purushottama Prapti Yogam chapter, that is 14th chapter from Traitatiram Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavan started teaching Purushottama Prapti Yogam from first Slokam onwards. So let us see what is he saying in the first Slokam itself. First Slokam talks about Prakriti and Purusha. ऊर्ध्वमूलमदशाखामस्वर्तं प्राहुरव्ययं छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्. He is talking about Ashwatha tree in this slokam. Its roots are upward, its branches are downward. Whoever knows about this imperishable tree, he is the imperishable tree, and the leaves of the tree which are called Vedas, is the really knower of Veda. This is the meaning of the slokam. So the Ashwatha tree, he is telling that the roots are on upward and its branches, leaves, stems are downwards, and it also has the fruits. So normal tree, if we take it, it will have the roots and trunk, it will have the branches, it will have the leaves and fruits. So it can be said about that as tree only for understanding. So Ashwatha tree, the tree of Ashwatha, to understanding purpose, he is comparing with the outside tree, but this is not a common tree. The common trees, roots are inside the earth, branches are in the upward, and the leaves appear beautifully. The roots grasp the water and food from the earth for growing the tree. Leaves use the food which are grasped by the roots for growing the tree. Results in its branches are propped to four directions. It will grow. The tree is going to grow in all the directions upward towards the sky. But here there is a tree which makes us surprise. So the tree is called Ashwatha tree, which does not grow upward. Instead, it will grow downwards. Its branches are in downward. So the Ashwatha named banyan tree is getting all needs from the roots that are upward. The needed food for the leaves are getting from the root that is known to us. So the tree grows upward. Results in tree grows in all the directions. The structure of this tree is surprising. Which tree? The Ashwatha tree is completely surprising us. So it is very surprising in the bearing of fruits than the common tree. So common tree has its own fruits. A single fruit it will have. For example, if you take mango tree or guava tree or any other tree, it will give the fruits. The fruits are unique fruits to that tree. Only one kind of fruits you can see. Mango tree gives only mango fruits. guava tree will give only guava fruits, but not this Ashwatha tree. Ashwatha tree is not like that. So it surprises us with different kinds of leaves, different kinds of fruits. The leaves of this tree are another form of Vedas. It can be said that one who knows this tree, whoever knows about this tree, which has the Vedas as leaves, is the knower of Veda. He will be called knower of Veda. Besides what he says in the next verse, let us see what is he saying. So if you can look at the picture that Swami provided to us about the first Slokam, so that looks very surprisingly. The Ashwatha tree, exactly, it's in the shape of a human being. The tree is inside the human being. The tree is upward, not growing upward. It's growing downward. Let us see the second Slokam. What is he telling over here? अधच्छोद्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः अधच्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके. This slokam is also talking about Prakriti and Purusha. Prakriti means nature, Purusha means God. So that banyan tree, the Ashwatha tree is nothing but banyan tree. He is telling it's banyan tree. So branches spread over many directions. So its branches spread over many directions by growing with the matters of dispositions. So it is growing with the matters of the dispositions. Its roots are extended in the world of men. Its roots are extended in the world of men. So we have discussed that this tree has many specialities in many kinds. We came to know that this tree is going to provide us fruits of varieties, different kinds of fruits, and its leaves also completely different. And the food for this tree to grow is emotions or dispositions. So for a normal tree, the general tree which we see outside, usually it requires nitrogen, phosphorus, etc. ingredients in order to grow upward. So in order to grow the normal tree, and it takes the food from the earth. But for the banyan tree, this Ashwatha tree, the matters of dispositions are needed as food. So without the matters of dispositions, the Ashwatha tree does not grow. Its leaves and branches which are grown from the dispositions. Because of the dispositions, its leaves and branches are growing downward towards the earth, not towards the sky. Towards the sky, which are growing, the trees are growing towards the normal trees which are outside, they are growing towards the sky. But this special tree, which is called Ashwatha tree, which is growing downwards the earth. So its food is dispositions. So because of that, it appears to be the strength. It appears that it is getting the strength from the dispositions. So that is the food for the Ashwatha tree. Here many may get some questions. Some people ask some questions. Where is this tree which has dispositions as food? So they will ask that, you are saying a tree which needs dispositions as food, where is that? They are going to ask. And are we seeing anywhere like the tree and its leaves? That's about outside. People think that outside somewhere they can find the tree. Are you seen anywhere? Does the tree exist on the earth? Is it really on the earth, which has the Vedas as leaves and the matters of dispositions as the food? So matters of the dispositions of the food. The tree needs matters of the dispositions of the food. And the tree contains the leaves as Vedas. If it exists, where is it? If it really exists, where it is? Can we see the answer to these questions? Okay, let us see what Swami is explaining about this Ashwatha tree. In the Shlokamu, at the end, God mentioned that Manushya Loke. So, where is this tree? This tree exists inside the Loka of man. Loka means realm of the human being. Manushya Loke, he is saying man's world. So, this tree is related to man. So, where it is? It is related to man only. So, if we see in that outlook, the matters of dispositions are in men. Don't we have matters of dispositions in our head? Yes, everybody has that. So it can be said that this tree definitely is immersed in man. So it's inside a man. It's inside the man. Everybody has that. If we examine the banyan tree, which is immersed in subtle form, this Ashwatha tree, which is immersed in the subtle form, it's not in the physical form, it's in the subtle form. The origin is the head of man. So our head is the origin of that tree. And the tree is extended below in the body. The tree is extended below the body. So it's growing downward. It's growing downward, not the upward. Upward, which is growing upward? The general tree which is outside, which is in this world, which we see, is growing upward towards the sky, but not this Ashwatha tree. Ashwatha tree is growing downward. So the body of man can be said as tree. So our body structure itself is like a tree, but it is upside down. The Kala, Karma and Guna Chakras, the wheels. So we know the seal of God which has Brahma, Kala, Karma, Guna, wheels. So the Brahma Nadi which is the center, which is the axis to all the wheels. That structure is inside, the structure is there inside our head itself. The nerves which we have, which are spread over the body, yes. So nerves are spread inside the body. Those are called the branches. The senses of perception are the leaves and senses of actions are the fruits. The senses of actions are the fruits. The senses of perceptions are the leaves. So the system of four wheels, the four wheel chakras like Brahma, Kala, Karma and Guna chakras exist in the head of man by making the Brahma Nadi, the big nerve, as the center. We have three nerves, main nerves we came to know, right? Left nostril, right nostril and the middle one. Middle one is also called Sushumna or Brahma Nadi. Left nostril is Ida, right nostril is Pingala. Like that we have three nadis. Among that the big nerve is the center one, which is Sushumna and which is called the Brahma Nadi itself. The karma in the karma chakra indicates manner of how it should be done. By which dispositions it should be done is indicated by the dispositions in the guna chakra. So we came to know that because of the emotions, the dispositions, the activities are executed. How activities are executed? At any given point of time, what kind of karma is to be executed is decided according to that time. So according to the time when karma is decided, then karma is going to activate the gunas or emotions. Because of that gunas or emotions, the actions are happening from the body. That's happening in the body itself. So the main reason is existing inside the head portion itself. So it is said that the senses of actions which are doing the works is bearing the fruits called karma. As the senses of perception are caused for inspiring the dispositions, so these are described as leaves and also are described as Vedas that have another names of guna, another name of gunas. So Vedas are nothing but gunas itself. The nerves which transmit the kala and karma are called branches. In this way, the karma and gunas which are caused for the existence of all are in the above. The senses of perception which inspires the karma and dispositions, and the senses of action which are gaining the karmas by doing the actions are in the below. So when we take the entire body, the head portion contains the reason and the decisions, what needs to be executed according to the time, everything. But the lower portion, which is having the actions. So when actions are happening, at the same time the karma is also again earning. So while actions are executed, karma is also gained. At the same time it's happening. Okay, the senses of perception which inspire the karma and the dispositions, and the senses of action which are gaining the karmas by doing the actions are in the below. This kind of body is said as Ashwardha or banyan tree. It can be said that each body is like a tree. According to this, the bodies that are owned by the jivas are the trees. So in every body there is a jiva existing. Jiva is a mortal soul. The bodies that are owned by me or you are the banyan trees. All the bodies which you own, anybody own, all are called Ashwardha trees. Let us stop here. Let's continue from the third slokam onwards in the next week. Let us do Mangala Prarthana and end the session. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhurupaya Mangalam. Prabodhatmanam to everyone.